Hi, and welcome to your Urban Connection. Remember, this is the channel that is often imitated but never duplicated. And folks, I want to tell you, as I say so oftentimes, the focus of this show is to inform you and educate you. Now, today, I want to do both for most of you, at least many of you. And I want to start off by saying, you know, early in life, most of us have been taught that if you play with fire, you will get burned. And then there's a second cliche that says, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And the third cliche says, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Okay? Now, what I want to talk about today is so many of you don't apparently understand that on the internet, you cannot believe everything that you read and a lot of what you hear. Now, here's the basis for this story. It never ceases to amaze me how many people will fall for a scam, even though there are alerts everywhere and every day alerting you not to become a victim of a scam that you see on the internet or in your email. And yet, every day here on the internet, more and more people fall prey to what clearly has to be a scam. And for the last couple of weeks, I want to tell you about one of the biggest scams that I have seen people fall victim to and prey to here on the internet. And it's from not one, but I've seen it on, matter of fact, more than one occasion from steakhouses throughout the United States. And the latest one is Longhorn Steakhouse. And a message is sent primarily on Facebook and probably several other platforms that says that Longhorn Steakhouse is going to offer free steak meals, including a drink, celebrating their 44th year anniversary. And they will provide these free meals and drinks for two to anybody that registers, and they will be free of charge at one of the Longhorn steakhouses throughout the United States. Now, I want you to understand one thing. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, this message has scam written all over it. And let me tell you how. It's very simple if you people would just pay attention. Longhorn has a logo for their name. And if you will look closely at the name Longhorn that is on the building that is attached to this message, and then look at the Longhorn that is typed in the message, look and see the difference. They're not spelled the same. That's alert red flag number one. Now, number two red flag is that they tell you that you have to register to be a winner of these two free dinners. Now, I have noticed that several, well, not several, many of you unsuspecting, well meaning people who ordinarily would have your guards up and know and remember that this is the internet. So my first question is, why is it so difficult for you all not to be able to read Longhorn's logo on its building and the Longhorn, the way it's spelled, in the message? They're different. But now the big thing is you have to register. Now, I got a question for you. So if you choose to register, which many of you do you know who you're registering to? Do you think and believe that you're registering with Longhorn Steakhouse? Because if you do, you're going to be in for a mighty surprise. And one of the first lessons you should ever learn if you ever decide to use the internet is that when you register to a link that is attached to a message and you have no idea who that link is from, more often than not, it's nothing more than a scam, and the link is used to get and obtain your identity, and you provide the information for them to steal your identity and use it in unlawful ways. But so many of you will fall every time because it simply says for you to type in the @ sign and then put it in the comments and send it to somebody with the words highlight. And you send it to 10 or 15, I don't know how many, of your friends, maybe relatives. And basically, what you're doing is you're setting them up for the same scam that you just signed up for. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say something to you. If Longhorn or Texas Roadhouse or Outback Steakhouse or any of those restaurants were giving away thousands of free meals each week, they'd have to change their name from Longhorn to Long Gone, okay? Because that's what would happen. They would be gone if they were providing free meals by the thousands to people every week. Now, let me tell you why I say every week. Because some of you people, okay, I've seen this scam a week ago, and it said that Longhorn was celebrating their 44th anniversary and that they would provide free meals for two with drinks on April the 8th. Okay? All you do is register. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a scam. April 8th has come and gone. So now the same ad appears this week, only the date has changed. And they're not talking about the 44th anniversary anymore, but they're still saying if you will sign up and register, you will be provided 2 free meals with drinks on April the 15th, which is 1 week from April the 8th. Okay? And yet you people are falling for this hook, line, and sink. So I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. Longhorn Steakhouse, there are no other steakhouse, can afford to give away free steak dinners by the thousands and stay in business. They just cannot afford to do it. Now, I will say that probably next week, that same message will appear in your inbox, or not necessarily in your inbox, but as a message on Facebook or YouTube, or maybe even Instagram, I don't know. But wherever it appears, the date will have changed from April the 15th to April the 22nd. All right. As long as people are continuing to go for this and fall prey and victims to this scam. It's an absolute scam. And you people are innocently, I assume you're innocent, sending it out to other people. And all you're doing is setting them up for a scam. And if they register, which they will, because they're thinking they're going to get something for free. And when they register, they are signing over their information to a scammer who will use that information for false identity, okay? Or maybe they will get your credit card information. And let me just say one thing to you folks. Never, ever, ever, ever provide your social security number to anybody. I don't care if it's a police officer that stops you for a traffic stop or for anything else. If they ask for your social security number, do not give it to them. You don't have an obligation to give your social security number to even a police officer. If he asks, you say, no, I don't give out my social security number. And you certainly don't give it to anybody unless you have called them so you know who you're dealing with. But in most cases, just don't give out your social security number. You go to a bank, you want to cash a check, they want to write your social security number. No, I don't put my social security. Matter of fact, I don't even give them my driver's license to write on a check. I don't know whose hands that check is going through. I don't even know if this employee of the bank is honest. After all of them are not. It's not uncommon to pick up a paper and see about a bank employee has embezzled the bank or has used somebody's information for their own good. So be very, very careful about who you give out your personal information to, especially on the internet. You people should know better than that. I mean, these scams have been going on for years, and yet people are still falling victim and prey to these types of scams every day. I've seen automobile dealers have someone, it's not, I don't blame the dealers, some scammer will post a photo of a brand new car. And the message is, this car did not sell last year, so we're going to give it away to some lucky customer. All you have to do is sign up and register, type in the @ and put highlight in the comment section and post it. And you people fall for it. Folks, nobody's giving away brand new 2023 SUVs and other automobiles for free. It's not happening. After all, even if it was a legitimate dealer, you have to know he didn't get the car free. He bought the car and put it in his inventory and he paid money. And he's not about to lose tens of thousands of dollars to give away a car that didn't sell. Come on, folks. I mean, you folks have got to stop and use your brain. As I said, there's no such thing as a free lunch. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And when you can look on the internet and see used cars, you see a 2016 BMW that is for sale for $3,000. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the Kelley Blue Book and look at the real value of a 2016 or 17, whatever BMW. And you'll find that it's nowhere near $3,000. So it's too good to be true. And it usually is a scam. But they find victims all of the time. And these victims, once they've been had, will usually call Better Business Bureau or their local district attorney, okay? But sometimes the victims are too embarrassed, too ashamed to admit that they were so gullible. So that's why this program today is meant to inform and educate you. If it sounds too good to be true, stay away from it because it probably is. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. See you next time.